Raghunandan, break the barriers. Break the barriers, Raghunandan.
मुर्गी क्या जाने अंडे का क्या होगा, लाइफ मिलेगी या तवे पे फ्राई होगा, होठ घुमा सीढ़ी बजा के बोल भैया all is well. The moment you listen to this song, you automatically feel like dancing, isn't it? Yes. However, one night when I was in a pensive mood, the meaning of the lyrics of the song just hit me like lightning. When an egg breaks from the outside, a life ends. Tawe pe fry hoga. When an egg breaks from the inside, a life begins. Life milegi. Your contest chair, Toastmasters and guests. It all began when I was just 10 years old. I was on a school trip to Talkad. I saw my friends have the time of their life when they just jumped into the Kaveri river and started swimming. They yelled out to me, "Hey Raghu, come on, jump into the river, it's awesome." Since I didn't know swimming, I said, "Hey, it's dangerous to swim in flowing water. There could be currents there. I'm not getting into the water." That evening, I went home and told my mother, "Amma, I want to learn swimming. Please send me to swimming classes." True to our customs, traditions and superstitions, my mom decided to consult an astrologer to see if it was okay for me to get into the water. And that's when I heard the verdict of my fate. You cannot get into the water till you're 18 years old. All of the life circumstances can be seen in the form of this egg. The soft yolk inside is your desire to do something, and the shell outside is the barrier. When the egg breaks from outside, your desire gets crushed. When you break the egg from inside, you learn a new habit, a new skill and a new life. In this case, my desire to swim was the yolk and the barrier was my parents' permission. Clearly, the egg was broken from outside. However, I did not lose hope. As soon as I turned 18, I registered for swimming classes in Sadashivnagar swimming pool. Religiously, I went for the classes every day morning at 6 a.m. After months of listening to the incessant shoutings of my coach and drinking gallons of chlorine water, I was able to finally overcome my fear of water. With patience and persistence, I was able to break the egg from inside. I was introduced to this new world of swimming, a habit and a life-saving skill that would remain with me for the rest of my life. It's not always other people who act as barriers. Many a time, it's the situation and circumstance that prevent you from realizing your full potential. Years later, I encountered a self-created barrier. I was 22 years old. In my own house, I didn't know where the kitchen was because I had never entered there. All of a sudden, I had to go to America to pursue my master's degree. It then hit me. I have to learn to cook a proper meal to even survive. My desire to cook began to take shape. The yolk inside was stirred. The first time I made rice, it came out like Fevicol. After months of experimenting with different recipes, I soon mastered the art of making Chinese fried rice, many North Indian curries, and even dosa. This breaking of the egg from inside gave me yet another life essential skill, which is cooking. Now that I look back, maybe my wife agreed to marry me for this skill alone. Dear Toastmasters, it is very easy to break an egg from outside. It is difficult to break an egg from inside. What is even more difficult is to influence the egg from outside and make it break from inside. And that's where the role of a coach, a teacher, or a mentor comes in. father, I took it as my responsibility to teach my son cycling and then swimming. In this case, the yoke was the untapped potential of my son, and the barrier was his fear of losing balance. It took lots of patience and months of coaching to help him overcome his fear. It was an uphill task for me to keep him motivated through all his failures. But finally, I was a happy and relieved father when he learned these life essential skills. The important lesson here is that the egg is going to be broken no matter what. Success is when the egg breaks from inside. Failure is when the egg breaks from outside. Success is more about what you overcome than what you achieve. Life throws many challenges at us. We have many issues. Maybe you want to mend your relationship with someone. Maybe you want to try your hand at a new business. Maybe you want to learn a new skill. I urge you all Toastmasters and guests, pick up the phone and make the call that you always wanted to make but you have not done so far. Learn to play the instrument that you always wanted to play but have not tried so far. Get the experience that you always wanted to get but that you have not got so far. Always remember, there's no lock without a key, there's no problem without a solution. Persist, believe in yourself, and allow the yoke inside to break through all the barriers and realize a new soul and a new you. Over to you, please.